So, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Tyree Harris. I'm a firefighter. I'm from Los Angeles, California. Here with Chris today, just talking about foundation. Just kind of giving my perspective, my life, my upcomings, and just things pertaining to our foundation as well as the other members that I talked to as well. So yeah.
Yeah. So, do you? I know, like, probably the first time we met, which was like 2 years ago, we both quickly realized like we grew up with single parents, similar,
Oh yeah, for
something
sure.
similar, something's very different. So, do you want to tell me about what was it like growing up? What struggles did you face? What did you think you learned from it? Things like that.
Yeah. So me growing up, so I'm half Hispanic. Grew up on my mom's side, she's full Hispanic. I didn't really grow up on my black side. Kind of not growing up with that dynamic was kind of weird. For me and my family, or me and my mom, kind of grew up with my dad as well as my half brother. My dad went to jail at like 4 years old, 3 years old, so he was out of the picture early. My brother, he's 10 years older than me. He left the house like 13, 14. Was in the streets, like gang banging and stuff like that. So like for me and my mom, we were homeless for like a year and a half, just bouncing around house to house in the car for a little bit. Like I was young, so I don't really remember it, but like, I remember like the moments I do remember, like they're not pleasurable moments, like
Yeah.
100%. So like I for sure think about it sometimes, but those like the moments that like kind of like me realize like how grateful I am now, like we're in the position I'm at. For me and my mom, we grew up mainly in East LA. Moved to Long Beach when I was about like 4 years old. It was always just me and her. Growing up, it was like for me, it was just school and sports. Like she didn't want me to grow up the same way as my brother, so
Yeah.
I was like she kind of like restricted me on like things I could do, like going out, going to my school, like hang out with my friends. Like I lived in Long Beach, was like kind of like a lower socioeconomic area, mainly black and Hispanic people.
Yeah.
But then luckily she worked in like a higher socioeconomic area called Torrance. It's mainly whites and Asians. So she got me into that school. I was commuting every day. Like, it was hard having to take two buses every day, waking up at 5 in the morning.
Especially when you're that young, it's not
Yeah,
easy at
I was
all.
in the public transportation by myself from first grade to 11th grade. Like
Wow.
so, yeah. Like she like luckily I was on her bus most of the time, but when I wasn't, like she was scared. Like I'm like 7 years old on a public transportation, having to get on another one by myself. Like
Yeah.
it for sure like taught me a lot, like just how to be aware of my surroundings, knowing like what's like real around me. But luckily I went to a good school. Even though I was like grew up in the ghetto, I went to a good school, so I was blessed in the sense that I got to see the best and worst of both worlds.
Yeah.
Allows me to like kind of like code switch, you can say. Like I can be myself, but when I know I need to act right, or like act right in the sense of like changing my demeanor, my tone of voice, like the way I come at people. Like I can't come at people in an energetic way, like not I'm not a racist person, but I can't come with the same way a
Yeah.
Hispanic or white black, or a black
You
person.
got to learn how to adjust, right?
Yeah,
Depending
or
on who
some
you're
same
with.
as a white person. So like at first it was hard. There weren't that many black people in my school, so uh,
Making that adjustment's
making that
definitely
yeah, like
different. Yeah.
luckily I was like one like the more athletic kids. So, like sports was always like my vice to like learn about people and stuff like that. And then
And you played football since you were
yeah,
four?
like I was no like five, so I played a lot of
Yeah.
sports, but my main sports were football.
Yeah.
Football for sure like kept me out of the streets, like being bad, like for sure. But I feel like towards like as I got older, like kind of just like my mom was slowly letting me get out like the nest, like actually getting to see the world.
Yeah.
Like it was hard having a single parent, like going to all these friends' houses that had like a lot more money than me, have full families, like seeing that dynamic. It was like
I think it's even something as simple as, I've experienced this where
yeah,
I would be leaving school and I would have to take the bus or whatever to go home, and kids would have like both their parents pick them up, and I'm like, wow, you got two. Like I got one, but she's got to work,
I gotta
and
walk to the bus and
yeah. So
yeah.
it's such a different thing. And as a kid, even the little things matter. And I think now when we're older and we look back, it's very different.
Oh yeah, no, I have a high
Yeah.
appreciation, like sure, like
It gives us a different perspective. Like I always say, the greater the calling, the harder your life is going to be.
yeah, no, for sure. Like a similar quote, like God gives His strongest angels the hardest battle for real.
Yeah.
So like it makes me for sure like want to work harder. Like I don't want my kids to go through what I did. Like it for sure made me stronger. But like why would I want to put them to struggle
Yeah.
if I can like put them in a better pedestal? But
Yeah.
at the same token, I'm like I'm not about to just give them everything. Like I had to like work for everything.
Oh, I
did.
100% agree with
Like, I
that.
don't care if I'm making 15 million a year. Like I'm gonna treat you like I'm broke for
No,
real. So you
100%.
can learn like the way I had to learn.
I feel like it's one of those things. It's like, for me, if I was successful, I would say, you know what, it's a blessing to have that, and
Yeah,
that's
for
something
sure.
that they really need to understand and stay grounded, because the last thing we want, it's like yes, we're breaking the cycles and we're doing all these things, but we want to be able to give our kids a better life, but also make them understand
100%.
the struggles, the perspective. Not that we want them to suffer, but it's rather we would rather have them learn the lessons earlier and take that through life, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's really important.
No.
And I know you've done some amazing things with your career. You've done a bunch of different things, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and your most recent, obviously, you're becoming a firefighter.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that and
Yeah.
your
So,
journey?
the journey to be a firefighter is a long one for sure. Like I've been in medicine for about almost 4 years now. I've been an EMT man for like 2.5 years. I waited 2 years just to get an interview with LA City. But finally, I'm here. Like I started my academy last June or July, excuse me, July to November. Now I'm a probationary firefighter. I've been doing it for about a little under 4 months now. Now I'm in the sense like I'm the rookie, so I kind of have to just play the system. But
Yeah.
I can see the really like the dramatic difference. I'm already learning a lot of knowledge. Like money wise, it's like shoot, like this is like for a steady job, it's easily like the most money I've been making. Like
Yeah.
I've made a lot of connections. I've seen a lot of parts of the city, and it's just an ever growing job. Like shout out to my people that like work behind a desk and like do the same thing every day. Like I couldn't do that, but like I'm constantly in like in the community, like seeing people, like just helping like random people. I just like the fact that like I kind of see like I'm with the boys, like I'm just saving the city, but at the same time, like I'm actually like
playing your own little superhero.
Yeah, I'm like actually making a positive impact on people's lives and stuff like that. Like I'm not seen as like a negative / positive, like LAPD or something like that. Like shout out to them, like that's their own channel, but
Yeah.
I like what I do for sure. Even though it's the beginning, like rookie year, like is ass. Like excuse my language. After this year, I'm gonna see like that I actually feel like I love it,
and it'll all pay off.
Yeah, and then just find my way back into the other things I was doing already on the side. So I can just keep like just creating that like just generational wealth and investments and everything like that. Because like you get bored just doing one thing all the time. Even though I said like it's like my job is versatile and ever growing every day, like I couldn't just do it all the time.
Yeah.
I got to have some freedom but still make money doing that freedom. So
yeah. And being able to actually, when you have kids and all of that, spend time with them and be able to
that's
have
a
that
big
balance.
Thing, 100%. There's like been a lot like I always hear like that's a hard thing to balance, especially like with family, like spouses, like even like a girlfriend. Like it's not the hardest thing. So like knowing if you have that person or that circle that accepts like what you do, and like and they're able to reap the rewards like in the long run, like so
it's important. It's really important.
100%. But yeah, right now just being focused on myself, trying to like lock in 100% because like I said, like rookie year is like
it ain't easy.
It's not easy at all. Like, it's super stressful, honestly.
But you know what? Your story is pretty amazing, and I think this will make an impact. With the foundation, obviously, one of my biggest things is kids that were like us, right?
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
we look out there and there's help for sick kids or single parents and things like that. But I feel like little things that would have made a difference for us, whether that have been an extracurricular activity our parents couldn't have afforded, that, we could have done, or something that we could have wanted as a child. And if that makes an impact for a child now, or even if hearing your story, inspires someone else, what would be your advice? That's my final question. What would be your advice to anyone that's going through what you went through? What would you tell them to do? Like, if you had your younger self in front of you, what would you tell him in terms of advice to get to where you are?
Honestly, like for me, like sports was it saved my life. Honestly, like it kept me out of the streets and stuff like that. Like I know people like my age now. Like I remember it was probably like last year. I went back to Long Beach. Like I was at my friend's house. I woke up the next day to get some gas, and I saw a kid I like grew up with, like just like homeless, like just like asking me for money. I was like, I recognized him. I was like, just seeing stuff like that, knowing people in jail, knowing people that passed away, like my age, just growing up as kids, like finding advice, like in a sense, advice can be a negative thing, but it can be a positive thing as well. Like just finding that thing you're addicted to, like allowing it to like keep you out of trouble, keep you focused, but allowing it to as well as let you meet other people, like network, grow, like
and almost therapeutic as well. Like I know for me, my
sure.
creativity was something that was therapeutic, and that's something that I channeled my emotions or my anger or whatever it was through. So I think like yours is obviously being sport, like that's always a good thing. And yeah, but thank you so much for doing this. I know you have a busy schedule, so I appreciate it.